Hello students and welcome back to yet another class. I hope you are all doing good. In today's class we will be learning about the active and the passive voice. We will do only assertive sentences. We will see how we change assertive sentences from active into the passive voice. And we will do only the simple tense. That means we will see how we will change from active to the passive voice using the simple present, using the simple past, and using the simple future tense. Now, a verb is said to be in the active voice when the subject is the doer of the action. So when my subject does the action, then we say that the verb is active. Whereas in the passive voice, we see that the subject receives the action. In the active voice, subject does the action. In the passive voice, subject receives the action. Now let's see this example. Birds build nest. Now here you will find that birds over here is the subject. Build is my verb, and what are they building? They are building nest. So here you will see that build is my verb. Who is doing the building? The birds. Now we know that the birds is the subject. Therefore, since the subject is doing the action of building, we say that build is in the active voice. In the next sentence, we say nests are built by birds. In this case, you will find that the birds becomes the object because after the verb, nest is taking the place of the subject. But here you will see that nest is not doing the action, but the action is being done to the subject. Or we say that the subject receives the action. Therefore, you will find that in the active voice, the subject does the action. In the passive voice, the subject receives the action. Now, note, only transitive verbs can be used in the passive voice. What do I mean by transitive verbs? Transitive verbs are verbs which take an object. Transitive verbs are verbs which take an object. Therefore, in this case, birds is my subject, build is my verb. What are the birds building? They are building nest. Therefore, nest over here is the object. Birds is my subject, build is my verb. Therefore, only verbs which takes an object can be changed into a passive voice, and these verbs which take objects are known as transitive verbs. Okay? Now we will see how we change from active to the passive voice. Now let's see how we are going to change from active to passive. We will concentrate only on assertive sentences. Assertive sentences are also known as statements, and we will keep only to the simple tense. Now, the first point is that the position of the subject and the object are interchanged. For example, mother over here is the subject, cooks is my verb, food is my object. Remember, I told you that transitive verbs. So therefore, cooks is a transitive verb having an object. So the first rule is that I am going to interchange the subject and the object. So mother, which is in the subject's place, subject is always before the verb, will go now to the place after the verb. And the object which was after the verb now comes in the place of the subject. So here we have food as your subject, and we have mother as your object. Now please remember that even though we interchange the subject and the object's place, we don't change the meaning of the sentence. The meaning of the sentence remains the same. So the first rule is that subject will take object's place, object will come back to subject's place. Now the second rule is that we will use the appropriate use of the be verb according to the tense. Now when I say the be verb, be is an auxiliary verb. When I use be in a statement, it will take the form of is, am or are. With the present tense, it will take the form of was or were. With the past tense, it will take the form of will be or shall be with the future tense. If your subject is first person, then you will say I am. If your subject is second person singular, second person plural or third person plural, you will say are. So you are, we are or they are. If your subject is the third person singular, for example mother. Mother is the third person singular, so the verb will be chosen will be is. So he is, she is, etc. So in the present tense, these are the auxiliaries which you will use. If it's in the past tense, with a singular subject was, with a plural subject you will use were. In the future tense, you will use will be or shall be. Therefore, the verb be takes these forms when you use the passive voice. The next point is that we are going to use the perfect participle or the past participle form of the verb. Now, normally we have three forms. You have a simple present form, you have a simple past form, and you have a past participle form. In some cases, the simple past as well as the past participle will be the same. For example, teach, taught, taught. But if I take the verb write, write is the simple present tense, wrote will be the simple past tense, written will be your past participle form. If I take the word eat, eat is my simple present tense, ate will be my simple past tense, and eaten will be my past participle form. Therefore, in the passive voice, we will only use the past participle form of the verb. This you need to remember. Now, when we are using the passive voice, we need to have the preposition by, which comes before the subject in the passive voice, not in the active voice. Therefore, food, which is my subject, is cooked is my verb, by whom, by mother, mother becomes the object. So here you will see food is in the third person singular, therefore the verb is. If it is another verb, if the subject over here is plural, okay? If I say mother cooks cakes or mother bakes cakes, if cakes comes in the place of the subject, then your be verb will be are. You'll have to say cakes are baked by mother or by the baker. So you need to make sure that your auxiliary verb agrees with the subject in number and in person. So these are the basic rules where you're going to change from active to passive. 1. The position of the subject and object interchange. 2. The appropriate use of be. 3. You will see that we use only the past participle or the third form of the verb. And 4. We will use the word by before the subject. I hope you have understood now how to change from active to passive. You will be getting a few sentences where you will transform them.